position if you're lucky, if things go your way. But yeah, you could find yourself just straight in the lower bracket with a 6-8 result.
And I'm pretty sure that they know this. I'm pretty sure that they know that we did okay today, but we need to finish up strong.
Well, we'll see if they're capable of doing so. Again, we are going to have a Moon Batrider take the field. The Drow Ranger gets banned out. Will NaVi slip in? They're going to go with the Beastmaster. That was played by Artstyle in the last game. They tried to run him in the jungle. That really wasn't that bad. Problem was, there was just... I'm still wondering if they just put General onto the Beastmaster this time. And just say, to hell with it. Because I didn't feel his presence as a Mirana.
His Mirana's usually much, much better. And looking for a little bit more reliable hero against the Batrider. The Vengeful Spirit. I also think Vengeful Spirit is just better for them because they play better when they're aggressive. I felt like with the Oracle last game, they never played aggressively. Maybe that had to do with Dandy Zero too.
It's good they've actually got an easier counter as well to the Batrider with the swap. Something like False Promise always having to be used on one of the cores, don't always want to have to trigger it straight away on the Batrider.
But that's the thing, OG don't care about Batrider counters because they don't rely on the lasso as much as other Batrider players and teams. He goes for drums first, he gets the lasso late, he does significant amounts of damage, and once a lasso comes through, the fight's almost already over.
A counter push in with the Keeper of the Light for OG. Also, I'll opens up the split push for them. NaVi, I'm wondering if they are considering, because they are... So the first thing that came to mind when I saw both Beastmaster and VS is just some kind of aura strat. And there has been some teams having some success with Luna. Having the Luna or the VS together.
Luna's good. There's still a lot of heroes available. Void is still in the pool. Mirana is still in the pool.
But if you're going to run the Void, then either you're running it as a 1 position or you're going to give it to General. That pushes Beastmaster into the jungle.
0, 6, and 12 KDA. Not pretty.
No, it wasn't. I think he would prefer not to have that stat shown up on his screen. What did I have that was useful? Aghanim Scepter. At least he got there. They banned the Terrorblade as well, NaVi, so concerned about the big push that could be coming in from OG with Illusion base. Kind of surprising if they were considering a Luna, they wouldn't be as worried about the Illusion style heroes.
Perhaps.
10 seconds remaining.
I really like the way Moon's been picking Batrider, and it's definitely worthy of a first pick. We've kind of harped on a few teams like, is it really worth picking Batrider first for this and this team? I won't name teams.
Why not, Ben? Charlie would do it.
Because there's too many of them.
We'll be here a while. Don't worry, we'll get some time in that draft.
But OG's one of them that I fully support their first phase Batrider.
They got both Enchantress and Chen. Trying to restrict the combination art style roaming around with a Vengeful Spirit and a Chen army or an Enchantress army. I've seen NaVi do it time and time again. Would have given a really nice push lineup as well for NaVi, no matter what core they would couple it with.
10 seconds remaining.
But they just remove it from the field. So another choice will have to go the way of Seneko, who was drafting for NaVi.
Gonna bust out the draft sheet.
Where's this piece of paper? This piece of paper tells me what to do, right? They've got this one right here, right? They're still debating. It actually looks like a pretty heavy debate. Like Artstyle in general debating with Seneko. And it's gonna be a NaVi Razor.
Turn to pick.
Potential block pick against G by doing what they're doing, but it's also a good stability in the team fight by having Razor there.
I think OG preemptively took the Razor from NaVi last game, and this game it might be a similar situation. Razor pretty good versus the Batrider. Not a hero that you particularly like the lasso, but as we mentioned, Batrider, not about the lasso on OG's side. And Keeper can also pose problems for Razor. Razor, a hero that wants to run around in the fights, get those Ida Storm debuffs, keep up those damage with the Static Link. But with Mana Leak on, you're not really free to move around.
You need some protection. BKB.
I tried Lotus Orb once on Razor versus Keeper. It wasn't as bad as it might seem, but it was still pretty bad.
Yeah.
You could go Greaves. Greaves is an option.
Yeah, actually, you were talking about that one the other day.
That was on Bristle. Bristle's, the Greaves is a lot better. On Razor, it's still an option. It depends on how how often he's casting on you and if there's better targets for him.
Well, the build-up isn't that bad for a Razor. Like, we saw Fada for a very long time running a mid-Razor, and he went mech first on that Razor. Just
Oh, yeah,
as a
mech
full
standard.
utility. Yeah.
NaVi's turn
Full
to
stable and make sure you don't get mana leaked. Earth Spirit will come in as well, so OG. Now got some roaming potential to get hit into the Razor, and
OG's
NaVi will
turn
take
to
the Slark as well. So Miracle will have to find a different hero in this game. So a blend of aggression.
This time their heroes are better suited for dealing with the Batrider without the help of a support. So
10
yeah,
seconds
that's
remaining.
kind of nice.
Also gives them some mid-game presence.
5 seconds
Beastmaster
remaining.
and the Slark can combo really nicely, moving with the VS. This also adds into question now,
Reserve
like,
time.
that's probably a general Beastmaster. So we're looking at the second support for NaVi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless they want to switch their lanes up even more. Are we having ourselves a general Razor to go with the normal thing of Dendy's hero being picked last? Oh, they had to pick the Razor then.
It could be.
It would be unique if they do it. OG was still waiting for their two big calls.
They could aggro with Razor. That's not completely out of the question. You can have Slark one-on-one versus Bat. We'll see.
Then you push what? Beastmaster into mid?
Actually, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Crazier things have happened,
10 seconds
but
remaining.
not many.
Aggro tri-lane, Beastmaster up on top,
5
Razor
seconds
mid, Slark
remaining.
VS +1, and a Venomancer. And
NaVi's
this
turn
is
to
a...
ban.
This should and will be a core Venomancer for OG.
Trying to gauge No Tail's reaction from it.
They're just like, not like this, not like this.
Crit was also
He
good,
always
huh?
does
10
it. No
seconds
Tail always looks like he's
remaining.
half asleep before he plays a game. Like, I know he's
5
done a lot of
seconds
things to
remaining.
control his emotions during games. Like, if you look back when he played with Cloud9, he was a huge screamer, he was always
Reserve
up
time.
in the face. And then Frankfurt came, and he was a rock wall.
Look, Denny's looking at the
OG's
hero
turn
list.
to ban.
He was looking at the hero list.
These guys are giggling away, are they? Do they have a plan? Do they know something that we do not? They banned an anti-mage?
It's necessary to reset your spirits. That's what that game.
Ah, that's what it's all about. And
10
someone told a very
seconds
funny
remaining.
joke.
5 seconds
Two dragons walked
remaining.
into a bar. One said it's hot in here. The other guy said, "Shut your mouth."
Reserve time.
Pretty decent.
Yeah.
OG's
Bounty on the
turn
band
to pick.
by OG. Smiles all around. That's such a Kiro joke right there.
They have so much magic damage.
Morphling. Okay,
NaVi's
they
turn to
didn't
pick.
wait a second for that. The Omni Knight of Art Style instantly picked. Maybe this is actually an aggro tri-lane. A VS, Slark, and Omni Knight together. Pounce into Leash with stun to Purification. Make for a dangerous lane, but Morphling is a very hard to kill hero still.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to pressure him. I think you're more concerned about Omni Knight getting levels and farm. That's really what you need. The problem is their lineup suffers greatly versus BKBs, and Repel is similar enough. What do? Where's their right click? Morphling 30 minutes in? Maybe.
You just turn Morphling into a physical damager as opposed to the E-Blade normal build we see.
Even the E-Blade normal build is good physical damage because you have a lot of agility. You hit for like 200 or
10
so.
seconds
But there's not
remaining.
really that many. Like you can go like what Yasha Lincolns or something.
5
It's still a
seconds
lot of
remaining.
physical damage.
Well, let's get into it. OG.
You might have to. I was thinking about maybe because they
on
needed
the Morphling?
they needed the Fusel carrier, right? And you had to start thinking about that right now
True.
before the game starts. And
Should make no tell a diffusal carrier.
I think it has to be Miracle. I think Miracle might do like a Manta Diffusal build this game to start off with. Blink is really good versus the Beastmaster though, but I think you have to start thinking about it right now. And it could be Veno too. Veno could also pick it up, but one of those two cores.
Well, let's do our quick predictions play with the most kills at 10 minutes into the game. That's really early.
Crit, Morphling.
Let's see if Crit gets the kills.
Where's Morphling going?
Morphling's going safe lane.
Okay, Morphling's going safe.
And there'll be a Venomancer going up against the Razor in the mid. As if they end up there. It will be. Dendy's built for the mid.
Who do you think is going to die the most in the early game? That might be a better question.
I would look to the offlane. I'd look towards
So
general.
So that means one of the supports or the safe laner.
Yeah, so Coddle or Crit. Maybe Crit is the best person.
Morphling might be.
Yeah, Miracle. They do actually like to make sure Miracle gets the last hit, so he would probably be the best bet.
He has the biggest nuke too, aside from Keeper, but Keeper usually doesn't finish people off with that.
How long will the game be? I'm kind of okay with 37 to 44. I think at that point, OG's probably strong enough to push high ground.
I'm going to go with 44 to 60. I think
That's a yeah.
with the first Rex kill, OG seem in better form. So
They really do.
with OG.
Like, even if Navi's lineup would lead me to say like, hey, they would probably get the racks first.
Wait, do I want 44 to 60? This could be a quick one.
Yeah, I actually think this is gonna be 37 to 44, man.
I'll still go with 44 to 60. I have some faith in the Omni Knight.
You live life on the edge, Ben. Player with
that's,
the highest.
that's like a twice as big range. That's not really living life on the edge. You do. I'm gonna go 30 to 37. Screw it.
Wow,
30 seconds to
crazy, crazy talk. All right, player with the highest total magical or pure damage done to heroes by the end of the game.
Venomancer.
Yep, he hits everybody with that ulti, and everyone gets coated in gunk acid spray. All right, bottom rune, battle it out. General and art style are there, and I think General's gonna realize that he can't grab this rune, so it'll go to No Tail. Pull the ball off.
The battle
Moon was thinking
begins.
about the top rune. Diddy Ra is coming up here. He's a little bit sticky napalm. I actually know what Moon's really looking to achieve here. He's going to get leashed. Danny will take the rune. And Moon just gets a lot of chip damage done to him. Tango's going to repair most of it as he'll head up to the top lane. So what do we get as far as lanes go? So Artstyle's down here on the bottom, teaming up with General. We've got Soneko starting with Dendy, but he'll head up towards the top lane. So it will be a Dendy Razor going up against a Venomancer in the mid. And that leaves a Batrider off lane up against a Slark safe lane. Be a happy place for a Slark. Yeah, he sees the Batrider, instantly buys a stick. Life is good.
Art style already right.
Oh, bold up bottom lane. They're going down for Art Style. This could be the first play. They have enough follow-up, and Miracle's getting too much damage from General, so he had to back out. Crit doesn't have a boulder for a while, and Fly he went for Illuminate to start with. But there's no mana leak.
He missed out on art style. That would have been really good had they gotten that 2-man Illuminate, but whew, that's a lot of damage coming through.
It's always the challenge, right, with position of Keeper of the Light, to hit the heroes without hitting the creep wave. Oh, Art Style way too far up. Purifies a little bit of damage to crit, but that was an easy boulder. Miracle didn't even have waveform, so they didn't have the damage from that. He just punched him, and first blood goes the way of OG, and they've got into the hands of Miracle.
I'm not exactly sure how they expected to contest this with just 2. Like, Keeper owns this sort of lane. You have some sustain, but like you have 2 melee heroes who can't CS at all because of the blast, and then
Dire's top tower is under
you have Crit
attack.
coming in with the boulders, and now that all of them are level 2, I foresee this lane going even worse for Navi.
I agree. I don't know how they're meant to turn that one up. Like, what do you then do? Like, you move and like attack into Moon. The second you attack Moon, he'll just go jungle and start farming.
I know what you do.
What do you do?
You Iron Talon on General, and then you get TP scrolls on Omni Knight. Every time they go on you, you just repel TP. Easy. I actually could do it.
That's the reason why he's a TI.
Well, no one picks Omni Knight really. And he
Apart from Slacks.
he's the offlane player, not the support player anyways.
Oh, top lane, that leash over on Moon. Wants to try and break free. He already consumed up one Fairy Fire. So Soneko able to get the kill over on the Batrider. Means there's no extra money in for the Slark, but Crit's already ready to go on the mid lane. Boulder forward, looks to get the kick over on Denny. No tell, the damage will be there. Denny will die, but Crit will join him in the afterlife.
But managed to buy a boost right before he died.
Dire's middle tower.
Style, you're way too low. Waveform forward. Miracle's gonna get himself a second kill, maybe even a third. Yes, help prediction. General, no, the down. Fly, the Illuminate, quick, but it's off the mark. Barely missing him. Made the break for the tree. That's a very, very lucky Beastmaster.
Too close to the light.
Well, he definitely listened to him. Don't walk towards the light.
Who represents light more, Keeper of the Light or Omni Knight?
Well, he's the man who keeps the light. Omni Knight only uses the light. Counts on the top lane. Again, they go for Moon. Another Fairy Fire has to be consumed, but Damage once again from Snako, able to reach. They find the kill, and once again, the same time that happens, Dendy gets engaged. Notel's already used the Gale. Not as many Plague Wars up by General with the axes flying in. Does get a revenge kill onto Notail.
That value axe right there.
Hey, how many times that Beastmaster never gets like wild axes at level 2 these days?
Very rarely.
I'm still waiting as well for Fly. Like, he's gone or 102 build. But I was waiting for Mana Leak against the Omni Knight.
I don't think you want it.
Two melee heroes who...
Repel?
Nah.
Hello?
I'm kind of okay with him expending that. And he's gone degen or on 2 point purification anyway. Fly, good at. Way too close in the lane, but then again with the waveform, Miracle getting up in Arsa's space, but General's here with Sineko. They weren't ready for the extra support hero, and Miracle's on the run. No waveform, does have a level 1 charge of the kick! Oh, that makes it go! Crit walked in, side of Roshan, and split the mountains.
Dire's top tower is
To
under
find
attack.
that pick, Moon's also in a little bit of trouble up against Diddy-Ron, unless Diddy-Ron wants to keep walking in to the middle of the firefight with a sticky napalm. The flame break ticks him out, and Moon gets a solo kill on a Slark. Happy days if you're a Bat Rider.
Dire's
I'm having trouble
top
keeping track of
tower
these
is
lanes.
under
There's
attack.
everything going on. Normally it's the Venomancer, like, okay, he's just gonna place down some wards, but Earth Spirit and all these roamers, what is happening?
Everyone's just everywhere. And there's like rotations before you have like Beastmaster Raw, before you got decent levels over on Dendy, everyone's just coming to them. Before Urara even has level 6. Miracle low, but he knew what he's up against. He wanted to trigger his salve anyway, so he's fine with this.
And he already has Perseverance. That's pretty scary 5 minutes in.
I'm kind of worried with Dendy. Dendy doesn't have a great way of getting rid of these Plague Wards. Doesn't have enough physical damage to get through it.
Get a Lance.
You could get a Lance, but he's still struggling to kill off a level 3 Plague Ward. Then they go up to level 4, and then Notel, like, this man can micro a Meepo. It's not that hard to micro a Plague Ward to deny up your own. It's actually really, really easy.
Do that.
Value saved. And it keeps the creep wave always pressuring Dendy, so he's always trying to CS underneath the tower. He's done a pretty damn good job, 31 for 9, up against the 29-18 of the Venomancer. So a lot of denies. They're still finding his farm. The highest CSer is, of course, Miracle. Miracle's also got the most amount of kills with 3 out of the 5 OGs. It's Miracle. Waveforms down, Purification's right time, but Dandy waiting up. Miracle was on his TP, but they don't have a stun. So NaVi, incapable of killing off the Morphling. They're not level 6 yet. Top lane, Diddy-Ron's on the run. Fly, cramps up the Illuminate, is able to connect,
Radiant's
but
bottom tower
that
is
Shadow
under
Dance
attack.
gets back to the tier 2 tower, regens up quickly.
Radiant structures
That
are
Dire, yeah, that
fortified.
Dire Observer Ward saw Crypt moving
Dire's
into the mid-tier,
structures are
tier 1.
fortified.
And
Radiant's
Moon will get an
bottom
early
is under
tower.
attack.
Yeah, really early. He
Dire's
gets the
top
last hit as
tower
well.
has fallen.
Again, building in for the drums.
I like how he locks the boots every time. We saw him do this last game
Radiant's
too.
bottom tower
Trade-off's
has
gonna be
fallen.
Dendy taking out the bottom tower. Crit's still waiting here in the mid. Snako knows he is there. Like, the pings are coming out.
Dire's
That's Dendy saying, like, guys,
structures are
like, he
fortified.
is still there. He hasn't walked back past the Observer Ward just
Dire's
yet.
middle tower is under attack.
But this is the pressure you expect on top of tier 1 tower with a Venomancer in mid.
Now
Like-
they don't even need to go Aquila anymore with the advent
Dire's
of
middle
infused
tower
raindrops.
is under
They used to
attack.
be the standard build so you would have enough mana. Maybe get some clarities along the way, but that one item changes a lot of heroes' builds.
So they give top lane to Fly for the moment. That's confidence up against a Slark. I suppose Slark doesn't really have that much, and it looks like a Hand of Midas build coming in from Diddy-Ra. Planning for later. Crit's rotation, we'll see Snake go, and they'll see each other, shake each other's hands, and Fly just TP's out. No reason to take a risk. Just as much experience as he possibly could. Managed to hit level 6. Bottom lane, General. Miracle does have Waveform available, but Hostile in general, not low enough. Level 3 Purification as well, they have to be careful about the burst damage, which can come from NaVi when they think they have a kill.
98 heroes picked and counting, and we're not even done with the group stage yet.
Keep it going. There's always plenty of room for a techie spec.
Gold is a great conductor.
We're never gonna give up
Dyer's
on
middle
Even,
tower is
even
under
I'm not a
attack.
fan of that.
You so were a fan of that.
Oh yeah, but I don't want the teams to lose.
You're not gonna lose with techies. Play it right, bro.
I don't think that's likely.
You got professional players.
Okay,
Make it
Moon
work.
and Fly smoked up near that mid lane. Still no lasso, but he does have his recently completed drums and looks like he's sitting
Dendy.
around mid.
The Gale is able to connect. The Poison Nova too. Dendy just stuns his TP. They need the stun. It's a little bit too late, but they bolt it forward. Looking for Snako. The Plague One also kills off the Courier with the Illuminate flying through. The damage will be able to kill off Snako before he reaches the tier 2 tower. And Arstyle as well. He'll also drop. So they give the two heroes. Dendy TP'd out. Maybe they can finally finish up this tier 1 tower. The Courier, it had a casual cloak for Dendy on it. It was flying in. Just good play ball position by Notal in the chaos that it was the fight.
Benno is so annoying to play against. You have these wards in there, and Dendy's like trying to kill him off independent tower, and then like you just sweep in and gank the Benno's lane. Because you don't know how many people are around him, and it just takes a lot of resources to bypass those wards. That's a shame.
Rin's gonna be happy again, able to find a small little stack from NaVi, so he'll farm that up. Keep this progression of items going for him. As Snako, oh, Wave of Terror, can he? Done in time, no he cannot. And there it is.
Got it.
Bada bing, bada boom. How'd you have two showing up as correct already?
But it was just one. It was just the pop-up.
Just the doubler.
Yeah, I wonder what Arstyle's going to do. It's currently 0-4-1, so Omni Knight not really faring too well in his opening night.
Yeah, he needs a little bit more loving. Miracle's having the time of his life. Easy lane, don't care about the tier 1 tower going down. Got a recall. It's Crit actually being dragged up to the top lane. They couldn't find a kill on the bottom, but as he gets recalled in, they're right on top of a Dire Obs and Sentry. So Didira knows exactly what's coming his way. So this kill will be unsuccessful.
Tome of XP coming out. Looks like they will give it to Crit. Magnetize, ready.
Unfortunately, Vision, ready. These two things are right here.
They know
Two
what's
ops.
going on, though. There's very little chance that he would back off at the exact moment, but I don't know. As they say that they're sitting there, do they see the Ops Ward expire? I do not see.
They're on the other side of the screen. They didn't see the fog of war. Waveform away from by Miracle, gets away from Denny's static link. He's had enough pressure on this bottom lane to need a D-push, but that's the reason why Keep Polite was picked up on top lane. Boulder forward, Didira gets into the ulti, but he's still ticking, but not fast enough with a Shadow Dance. Gets back to the fountain and will survive. Snako also having to do his own TP. He also got hit by that Poison Nova.
He went for Force Staff first on the Venomancer. It's curious. Not very good versus Slark. Very good versus the Beastmaster Roar in the Static Link, however.
Get himself into position when he goes for initiation. Hits the Gale on Arstyle. Arstyle still refusing to level up Repel. He's a 3-0-2-1 build. Notal. TP out, and the swap. That'll cancel it off with the extra magic missile. They guarantee the kill for the Slark. Big one as well. Where he has to boulder himself away to safety.
That was not work.
Yeah.
Not sure what he was exactly trying to do there. Omni Knight not really going to feel that threat. He doesn't have any levels of Repel yet, though, on art style, so
yeah.
I thought this was going to be like a Superman Slark or Razor, but it's an unusual build.
Something a little bit different. Maybe it was just Notel trying to force a reaction out from NaVi, bring a lot of players up to the top. Maybe not the greatest thing to do with a high net worth hero like the Venomancer mid, but it at least allows Miracle to farm up the majority of the rest of his Lincoln Sphere. He's already got the ultimate orb sitting on the Courier back at base. So there's more and more space arriving for the Morphling.
Necro Book coming out a little bit slow for General despite not yet dying in this game. Necro 1 will come out, I guess, 14 minutes or so. No Iron Talon life.
What do you want to see from Dira in this game? Is it worth going for like the Shadow Blade we've seen being so useful today already?
Lincolns, maybe? Actually, does he need Lincolns? Yeah, Shadow Blade seems a lot better. I was just thinking in combination with the Repel. He will be going Echo Saber first.
Alright. Start with the damage. Tal's looking for a play on bottom. Art Style is gonna walk it off. Only a quick poison touch. Moon still doesn't have that blink dagger just yet. Needs to farm up these last camps and then he'll have it. Can buy it from the side shop and then look for initiation. Thanks to the skeleton minion spawning up, he actually has enough from just this one camp. So blink dagger timing at 14 minutes for Moon.
You know what build I would have preferred from Veno this game? Well, I think is the Veil build. I think Force Staff can be, like, you can get it on crit if you'd really like to, but I don't know. I view Veno as a hero that's like supposed to die in fights, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm not really a fan of the hero, and I really don't play the hero that often. Sure, no,
recall into mid. Denny may be overstaying his welcome. They can start the mana leak up with a blink forward. Moon, well, he's searching for it. He doesn't actually have the lasso again. Moon keeps doing this with his Batrider. He refuses to level up lasso. The kick is perfect, so is the magnetized. Denny is bone dry on mana. The Beastmaster can kill the Venomancer in the meantime. We'll stay on board with Denny as he keeps running away from the Firefly, where 3 sticky napalm stacks up. He wasn't going to survive, so Venomancer dies in front of the T1 tower on bottom lane, goes down to Aurora and Necrobook initiation.
Double damage.
Or maybe even Lincoln's for the Venomancer. That's something that maybe like Shadow or something would do, but I don't really see anything that unusual.
Kind of becomes a very sad Venomancer then, like you're not doing anywhere near the level of damage you want from him. Puts a lot of pressure onto Miracle as well as Moon.
But you expect your Morphling to do fine. He has Lincoln's in 15 minutes. He had a very early kill, very early killing spree.
I love how Moon keeps doing this. I don't know if he's like the only one I've seen really lock his boots every time. But he's on every single game we've watched OG play today.
Yeah, he likes his casual Ring of Protection.
Like maybe now he switches it like Ring of Regen on the ground, so yeah, he'll finally combine it and then get a Ring of Regen on top. I'll be building into the 4 stuff later on. Smoke maneuver from NaVi. Heading into the Radiant jungle, and then we'll probably rotate down to the bottom lane, where Venomancer and Crit are currently wandering around. As far as TPs go, No-Tail can't TP out. His is on cooldown. Crit can, but then it means he leaves his core behind. The Beastmaster Hawk watching them very closely. There's also Plague Wards everywhere, so that Hawk wants to come over. That's going to be scouted out. And Moon and Fly, they're also smoked up, heading down the river from the mid. General will walk in. The repel on him. No-Tail's just waiting in the tree line. He can use Plague Wars to block the path up nicely. It's Didira, who's going to get lassoed up. Moon finally having that one, and they look for the kill over on the Slark. Couple sticky napalm charges on him, but now with Purification, not to mention the Shadow Dance, they get an opening. The roars on No-Tail. There's no Nova available, but look for Crit. You get a 3-man silence into a 3-man kick with the Blinding Light pushing him back. Now will have a hard time hitting him directly, but then again, it'll wear off in just a bit. Morphling looking for his target. Dura's probably going to be the easiest one to dash to strike and waveform away. Unable to do enough damage to find the hit. Seneko in the tree line, he will be a guaranteed kill. He's actually burning down a flame break at the moment, so Moon can take that kill. And Moon actually goes in deeper, blinks into the tree line to the eastern part of the T1 tower. This gives him the flying vision. But they don't have an opening to gank any further onto NaVi. Unless, okay. Purification damage has to be taken by Moon. Fly's coming in close. Miracle waveform is up. The waveform is 40 with a kill off Alstar, but the repel comes up in time. Now, there's a waveform to help kill off the Razor, but it puts him out too far. Purification on top of Didira. It's a revenge kill onto Miracle. Didira can continue the chase. General will arrive too. No roar available, so he cannot control up Moon, who makes a break for the trees, which instantly gets chopped down by General. The pounce forward, the leash. Moon, he just wants to run away. Drum charge as well may help him, but they just follow the Firefly. They're just in the middle of that. General is not a healthy man with a flame break on him. He could actually tick down the Illumina's there, but yep, General will pop. Moon will find the kill in death. And one hell of a scrappy fight on bottom lane from both sides.
What have we here?
That was a strange one. I think a lot of it goes back to that mid-fight where Moon didn't have lasso, and they weren't able to pick up the Razor early on in this fight. Razor also going for a build that's especially tailored towards OG's lineup, going for the Hooded Defiance first and the Dragonlance. Dragonlance, he can outrange the Plague Wards, which is pretty useful because none of their heroes can really kill it safely. None of them are 600 range heroes, and I think Didira played especially well that fight, kiting around the Batrider and kind of pulling OG into the positioning that NaVi were hoping for.
OG were really forcing that. Like, they're still going in between a tier 1 and a tier 2 tower to try and take a fight, while not bringing down the tier 1 tower. Like, NaVi looked like they were going to back out. OG could have just taken the tower and moved onto another objective. But they pushed the issue.
Yeah, they need to fight under their bed of Plague Wards.
Miracle, adaptive strike up on top. He's got a waveform replicant, so he's fine with this. But then again, maybe not. The Raw, he needs to jump that right now. Able to do so. Back to the mid lane where the replicant was. At the same time, then Slime pounces on NoTel. A quick Gale. Slowing down Didier Ra, who is now going to try to back himself away from this. Moon with a flame break. It's able to connect. The leash is actually on Moon. That was Didier Ra trying to use it to escape. Mana Leak as well. Now on top of the slide, but Repel will protect him. And in fact, now they stun on Moon. Again, OG forcing the issue against NaVi and losing their Batrider.
They have to play around the Slark so much. The Slark is just constantly causing problems for them. And that was a really nice attempt to kill on the Morphling. I think he used a Necro Mana Burn to pop the Lincolns. Slark has been a problem without max Repel. And now Repel is starting to get leveled up. It's only level 2 right now in art style, but I don't know how they deal with the Repel Slark. He's just, like, you can't just let him hit you. He's gonna get stacked.
Issue defusal. That's all. Once it's up, then enjoy your fights as a Venomancer. Didier still being very aggressive. No Shadow Blade required, just blink, echo, jump for any target you can find. High space, the rest of your teammates, level 3 Necrobook is now completed. Same with the Dragon Lance on Dendi.
Haste.
And where's he head? He's heading north. You can actually catch up to NoTel. NoTel's got 4 stuff and 4 TP scrolls on him, so I'm fairly certain he's ready to TP out.
Oh, that plasma field looks awesome.
Yeah. That's the Immortal. The Severing Lash.
Maybe that's why we see more Razors recently.
Just because the plasma field looks cool?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of Lich. Seen some Undyings. Seen a lot of Morphling. We'll see Mirana, but that's not. I don't think that's because of the Immortal.
Dude, the Morphling items are very odd.
Seeing Slarks.
See, that's the reason why we need to have that the items created for Enigmas now, more than just the stuff we have for TIs. We need more Enigmas.
I said they already tried with the Prestige item last year.
Hey, that was awesome, man. We had tons of Enigmas.
We've seen a fair amount of LC.
We had like 1 Enigma this tournament so far. Miracle. General, gonna rotate over. Lincoln Sphere will trigger. Any waveforms and replicates up. And when I say up, I mean up. They're headed for the northern lane to the tier 2 tower. And NaVi are actually headed down. They're moving over towards Roshan. So tier 2 tower for Roshan. The oldest trade in the book for a dire side.
And Venomancer will be the first person to complete the defusal. And yeah, this is not a trade.
They are coming. They want to fight this. Navi's taking too long. Miracle wants to finish up the tower.
He needs to BOT somewhere though if he wants to come there. Oh, actually, he needs to get recalled.
Well, they've got to keep her alive. Lining like for some drops because they need to keep her alive to stay alive. And then he can start recalling him in. And well, where is that Morphling? Didier already killed off the keeper of the light. So there's no Morphling in this fight. Moon's also caught in trouble. Crit, he's not controlling up enough. At least they're able to get the kill on the Vengeful Spirit, but it's a 3-for-1 trade-off. Push keeps going. NoTel, 4-star, TP out. They can't reach him around the tree line. Have to get vision and bring him down. So NaVi is slowed up, but up on top lane, Miracle almost bringing that tier 3 tower to half life.
I don't think they recalled him that fight. I guess they didn't want to at the end of the day, but taking a fight 4 on 5 into the Roshan pit when NaVi have better vision, 2 observer wards on the north and the south side just seemed like suicide at that point. And that will be the Aegis for Didyara.
Is Miracle actually going to go into... he's getting the Yasha now. Just saw him with that blade of alacrity on him. Like, are they going to prioritize into a second defusal as well?
Likely, I would say.
But probably later on.
You can actually just get an EB, I think, and then you can pick out the Omni Knight. As let's say he's
Miracle.
Repel and Slark.
Get out of there, man. He's trying to finish the tower. Like, waveform forward and then replicate out.
Be annoying. Push out the lanes a little bit more.
It was very annoying. That tower's down to 281. He went through a tier 2 and almost a full tier 3. That's not the trade-off you're looking for if you're NaVi for just an Aegis. So that team fight had to go their way to make it worth it. And it kind of has. Like the advantage of OG with almost 6k net worth at one point is now dropping down about 1.5, maybe just a straight 1. And the experience goes the way of NaVi for the first time really in this game.
And Batrider is having a difficult time finding a good last start. He lasted the Razor that fight, but then he got Unstable Current Purge, and then he got roared.
Fly's dead. Dira was just sitting there waiting for his blink dagger to come off cooldown before he jump on fly. Okay, maybe not with the Huggy Dash. Yep. Swap, stun, dark back.
Problem.
The Slark? Yeah.
I think it's on Morphling though, whether or not he can like force Navi to come back to their base and fight without this enormous Slark at the moment. You do not want to fight in this guy. He can just straight buy a Scotty at this point. I don't know why he dropped his Echo. Oh, he dropped it for the Arcane. But yeah, he can buy straight Scotty at this point.
Wondering if he does that after Aegis times out, but he's only had this Aegis for a minute and a half. With 4.5k gold on him. The net worth looks good, but Miracle's actually more effective with his net worth. He's got items on the hero for the money.
He does not have magic immunity.
No, he does not.
And that's a problem for his team fights. Where everyone on Radiant side struggles, even the
Dira. Kicks coming in, it's gonna hit the creep wave. Miracle still had a replicate, got the tower. So he got what he wanted. Moon is looking for the middle lane kill on General. 4-star forward as he does drag General back with the last two into the rest of OG's waiting arms. And then give that General a bear hug.
This is what OG need to do. Split them up around the map, force them to react to the Morphling's pushes, get significant structural damage so that you can pick them apart with the Batrider and her Spirit. But looks like Navi looking to change that with a 4-man smoke. They deem that Slark is strong enough. Ooh, oh, no tail.
Yeah, they move over to him. It's the Venomancer. Fortunately, he was leashed for so long that he couldn't just 4-star himself away from Dira. And they push in again for the mid-tier 1, but up on top. Miracle's intercepting creep waves. You can't push in without a creep wave. Backdoor regen will stop that from happening. So Navi know they can take this tier 1 tower with no real issue. Unless Fly is going to defend properly. As Blinding Light makes life hard. Throws out the Illuminate too. That should be able to connect on Dendi, Arstal, and the entire creep wave. Actually only got 2 of them. Quick blink away from Moon. Gets himself away from Didira. And Miracle pushes the other lane. He's now down on bottom lane. This really just feels like a split game from OG. Trying to buy time until they can get control of the fights.
What item or turning point though is going to give them control of the fights?
Just the power of Miracle. That's the only way my brain goes with this. It's you stall up the fight as long as you possibly can.
Straight 5-on-5 fight though,
yeah, they don't win. No, you'll need like Aghanim and Veil on a Venomancer, and even then it's still problematic.
Is he going Dragonlance? On the Veno?
It looks like it. After having a Diffuse Blade as well, it seems like a lot of tier 2 items just slipping in. No big ones for the team fights. Maybe they're thinking about pushing earlier. Like Miracle just completed up, or pretty much completed up his Manta.
Tier 2 items for a tier 2 hero, makes sense.
Dira, Miracle, knows being chased. Spear triggering very early on that Slark.
I wonder if one of them is considering getting an instant cast item to disable the Lincoln Sphere onto the Morphling. That's a good way to deal with them. You get like a 4-staff into a Hex, like that's instantaneous. And you can't morph out of that, but that's like 7,000-8,000 gold worth of items.
Alright, Mana Star recipe is there. Hurricane Pike is on no tail. But that's
yeah, Hurricane Pike is good. I don't know why. I guess I still didn't really think in that he had a 4-staff.
That was his first major item. As now, kick up, hits pretty nicely on General. No tail, pushes himself forward. Beastmaster with a roll forward from Crit 2. General will drop down low, now being mana leaked on top of everything else. Iran loses his Lincoln Sphere charge. The top tower has gone down. While all this is happening, Miracle is ripping apart the range track. They just need to cancel TPs. With the Nova going out, General can't come back. Duansar must stand his ground. No tower will drop, but the top ranks, they have to be fortified, protecting them against Miracle. And Moon, Flame Break, cancels the TP out of Snakers. No extra BS swap or stun. They kind of needed that. And Miracle's even looking at General. He's still ticking down low. If Miracle sees that, he'll probably even go for the kill, but he's taking the range rack instead. So the range racks goes to Miracle. General can't stop this.
Dire's top barracks are under
In fact, can
attack.
anybody stop this? Denny's just regen up and come back, but Miracle just keeps beating in at it. He takes a lot of damage, makes a replicate of Dendy. The Slar can keep his battle going, but Miracle does his job. He takes out the ranks, waveforms down, and will TP home. Regenerate back up again, so OG lose multiple heroes, but it's OG who claim the objective. They claim top racks.
Well, yeah, that's worth.
That's got to be worth. Like, you've lost Venomancer and your 2 supports.
Radiant's
But
bottom
Slark
tower
is
under
enormous.
attack.
He has a Lincoln Sphere, so now the Diffusal Blade is kind of useless.
But NaVi willingly take this trade as well. Like, they're willingly saying, okay, Morphling can do whatever the hell he wants. He takes an objective. That's terrific. Slark is getting bigger, but OG still have the momentum on the map. Split push is stronger in OG's hands. Their high ground defense is also very, very good.
Not for his repel though. I think like
It's-
if it gets
yeah.
to the point where they can just repel to Ira, he can hit the tower. What are they going to do? Lasso, yeah, he has Lincolns. Diffusal him,
Just-
he has Lincolns.
Yeah.
Then
Double defusal him, lasso him, find the kill.
they need someone better for base defense though. I don't know who can hold the line versus the Morphling. Razor clearly was not sufficient, especially with this very defensive build with the HOD, or Footed Defiance, the Dragon Lanes, and the BKB.
You can't either like blink,
Radiant's
roar,
top
necro,
tower
and burn
is
off
under
all the
attack.
mana, so he's incapable of doing what he did.
Hmm.
That's really the only way that's going to happen.
Well, I'll be looking to limit the area that Morphling can
Radiant's top
split push
tower
around the
is
map,
under
taking down
attack.
this T1, and immediately Miracle.
To bottom lane.
Radiant's top
Bottom lane
tower
they go.
is falling.
They look for the tier 2 tower. There's a
Dire's
TP coming
bottom
onto the
tower
lane. It's
is
going to be
under
Didiran. He is repelled, jumping forward. There's a lot more support here. Moon waiting for the right time to strike. Crits. So here, that repel will wear off in half a second. And now it is off. Didiran jumps forward. Moon can't see him. The Shadow Dance is out. The kick is off target. Nortel also came into the fight. They don't find their opening. And now Dendy on the chase. The Gale well off the mark from Nortel.
Dire's middle tower
Miracle's already in the
is
mid
under
lane. He has Replicate there, and it looks like he will get a T2. And Slark doesn't even get a kill on the bottom lane.
They need a basher or something. Some
Dire's
level of
middle
control.
tower
Now
has
Miracle
fallen.
takes the tier 2 tower there.
NaVi can't be happy about this.
No. And they may lose more. Who's looking for an opening? Blink, lasso, they found out style. Adapted strike, he's still going to repel up. The physical damage isn't enough for Miracle to finish the job. They just bail out, especially before Didi Rock can arrive. He sees Miracle, but it's too late.
Out. NaVi slowly getting picked apart. What hero can deal with the split push? I'm looking at their items right now, and nothing is a solution.
Oh, this is a nice way. Crit, the Roar is out, the Necro books as well. Can't boulder himself away, the mana burn was just too quick.
Your elements.
And Nortel's also in a bit of a rough spot, but again, no stuns. No stuns, no disable. Even a casual Yule Scepter would be enough to stop these TPs.
Yeah, and instead, Vengeful Spirit has gone for a defensive build too, also with a Hooded Defiance in her inventory. I would have liked to see maybe a 4-staff or something.
Miracle's
Or
forcing
Yules
it.
even.
Miracle's forcing at the top lane just so he can switch to the mid and take out another lane. If the Kree wave can just reach the base. On his way to a Skadi. Or maybe it. No, yeah, it's Skadi.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So what do NaVi have to do? The Roshan respawn is almost max.
Can they force the issue high ground? Like,
They need Roche to do that. They also need pipes, I think.
is it worth like Denny thinking about like another old school build, getting Aghanim Scepter
No, like,
over on the Razor?
they want to end the game, and he's the one who actually purchased the gem. I just don't think that if he gets the eggs, it's going to be too late. He still needs 2,700 gold, and Morphling all the meanwhile gonna beat down on their towers. I don't foresee him having the time to do it.
You almost need to get Refresher Rags on Dendy to make it work. At least they get the Bastion now onto the Slark, so they got a better chance of Stopping those heroes who have just been blatantly TPing in front of NaVi, understanding they just don't have disable.
Well, now with the gem, they will make a smoke, heading straight towards the Radiant jungle.
They're looking to Miracle. DRR jumps forward, gets the early bash on Miracle. Miracle has a replicant, so he can jump out this. He's just standing his ground a little bit longer. Now waveforms down before General can get the roar off. He waited a very long time for that. It was probably to buy time for heroes like Notel to get away to safety. But it took a little too long. He just throws out the Nova. So NaVi chipping down a little bit.
They can't commit though. They have to take down this T2, and Miracle's already threatening, or will be soon be threatening, maybe T4s. And Ditya Ra will BOT to the top lane, trying to stop Miracle. However, Moon is close by. Will Ditya Ra scout him out?
It's Illuminate spam, a little too early on that Illuminate to fly.
Oh my goodness,
boy.
that bash. Okay, that BOT.
That's an opening. Miracle doesn't have buyback. 70 seconds without buyback right now for the
Radiant's
Morphling.
bottom tower
No
is
split
falling.
push pressure.
Oh my goodness.
No Plague Ward set up because the Venomancer is down for 20 seconds. NaVi have a big window here.
They need the BOT up, but that's up in just 7 seconds. Taking TP on the wave coming in, and here they go. General trying to look for a roar.
And Seneca's looking for a swap. He's able to get one. Star on the Moon. Roar as well. Moon's low, but the kick from Crit! It catches 4 heroes. They force up Moon in deep, but NaVi, they're in too deep. They have to pull out now before they lose everybody. Seneca will TP. The kick flies again. It doesn't hit anybody else, but NaVi, this was their opportunity. This was their moment when they had the Morphling down. And they found themselves under tier 4 towers trying to find kills. DRR's coming back in again. They trigger the Lincoln Sphere. Manalink is available, but no other repels there. So they go for the Fuser Blade. 4-star trying to help them, actually ending up hurting DRR more. Now-star repellers back up. Illuminates for the flame break, no effect. Keeps that slow going, Boulder forward. And Art-Style, they try and protect him with the Lincoln Sphere, but not gonna happen. Art-Style just gets chased to the end of the earth. He can purify all he wants. No one's turning to help him. And it takes way too long to kill Art-Style. He will eventually go down. But NaVi missed their opportunity.
I think that was the best opportunity that they're going to get. All they needed to do was wait for Ditya Ra, or just hit the buildings, wait for OG to come to them. They saw an opening onto the Bat Rider, but he's like right next to their Ancient. Do you really want to go on that? And now Miracle marches down the mid. No Omni Knight available for NaVi. No buyback to him. This could be another lane of Rax or Roche.
Yeah, Venomancer prepped actually a couple of wards inside of Roshan, around Roshan. With the Skadi on Miracle, it is possible. But I think Miracle still wants to keep the lanes pressured in. Trigger Lincoln Spear, pathetic link on cooldown. Wrap around from behind, Ditya Ra actually looking for an opening on Miracle. He'll waveform forward, but as always with Miracle, he's had a replicant waiting, ready to split push, and it's the tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. With help from Notel, and they attack in fast. A quick pause from NaVi. They are TPing in support.
He has pre-repel. He is pre-repelled rather. That staff looks crazy.
On who are you talking about?
Keeper.
About the Keeper of the Light?
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at the main screen.
That stuff is pretty cool. His cinematic shots. Morphling just looks so stupid. Just the face when you look from below.
Made of water. You can't have like a super well chiseled face.
Yeah, you can. Just changes the way the water sets.
Water doesn't set like that though, Topi.
Well, obviously it does, or else he would fall apart. there's some type of containment field.
It's like a wave, you know?
Yeah, wave has a good structure.
There's just like a defined form. It's not like super chiseled. He's not like made of stone or marble or something like that.
That guy's chiseled. The Beastmaster. Alright, what's this like lens flare stuff in the background? What is this, a Star Trek movie?
Yeah, what is going on back there?
I don't know. Something has just exploded. Okay, they've all DC'd out. It's the Razor. He's gone all disco. I like little animations that connect his plasma field to him. Why is that lightning different? It's like control lightning and damage lightning.
Immortal.
It's I mean, I'm looking for the logic of why it's different.
Because this is an immortal. You can do whatever you want with immortals.
You do whatever you want if you Valve.
I like a 40 damage tick way above him.
Oh. You know what this makes me think of? Look, fondue. Does it look like a fondue fountain?
Kind of.
You know, if they sold that at the secret shop, like a fondue fountain in the shape of like the well, how great would that be as like a great centerpiece for a party? Just saying. That'd be pretty good.
That'd be pretty good.
A little shopkeeper who will have like little sticks of marshmallows. You can go ham.
Reminds me of like some of those shops in Vegas where have you been to Vegas and there's that like one shop with like the chocolate fountain all throughout the store?
Unfortunately, I haven't been rich enough to go to Vegas.
Have you seen pictures of it?
I have seen pictures of Vegas. I probably saw more of them watching Ocean's 11.
There's this one store that just has just chocolate like all throughout the store, and it's this like intricate network of chocolate like starts from the ceiling, just drips throughout the whole store. It's kind of cool.
Okay, that sounds like a heart attack waiting for me to eat.
What? It's for your viewing pleasure.
For your viewing?
Not to eat.
Dude, put your head under that.
You can't. It's sealed off as you wait in line.
In Vegas, nothing is impossible, right?
I don't think you can eat from that fountain. I don't even know if it's sanitary.
Probably not. Who says it's really chocolate?
I don't know what it is.
Does it smell like warm chocolate? Those fountains are hard to keep going.
It's like sealed off with glass, so I don't think I could smell it.
Ah, that spoils all the fun. Meanwhile, back at the fun.
You're a hands-on guy, Toby.
Yep. I like to experience.
You're not a window shopper.
Nope. Either mine or doesn't exist. Miracle's pushing at the top lane again. Bottom lane, they're looking at a gank on a Diddy Ra with a recall of Miracle. They may have enough damage to this one. As Ling is being triggered, they want to get the Shadow Dance off, but Diddy Ra just can't do it. Moonslash will arrive just in the nick of time to hold him in position and bring down the Slark. They didn't even need Miracle at the end of the day. The top lane pressure's in, and there is no Slark until he buys back. Or it's going to wait just over a minute.
Oh, how far NaVi have dropped in the last few minutes. Went from having a kill on the Morphling, 4-on-5, into this position where OG's about to punch high ground with Slark still dead with an Aegis in their inventory.
That experience graph probably shows more than the goal graph, the swing of this game. 12,000 advantage going the way of NaVi, and they've lost half of it. More of it is like the momentum continues the way of OG.
So how are NaVi going to prepare for this defense? Let's see, mid lane is pushed in. Actually, No Tail will not be joining that push as he defends. Actually, he can get recalled.
Yeah, you've got Naganim Scepter now over on Fly. Yeah, this is the split push fun times.
So 30 seconds. What is their move? Repel Dendi, I suppose, but he doesn't have that much damage.
You've also got that issue of Diffusal Blade charges now 7 again over on the Venomancer. So that repel isn't even guaranteed. You put it here on the front line. Style drag from the rear. The swap has to be used to save the Omni Knight. And then Denny triggers his BKB as well. He's looking for a push. He's looking for a moment. That's his 9-second BKB down. Moon's Firefly will wear off in a moment too. But now OG can reset. And when they push in again, they could even wait a little bit longer and have daytime. So then Fly starts healing the entire lineup too when OG push. Miracle's up on the top lane, pushing himself, and now going to get recalled down. Observer sees Denny moving forward. But they have to come back. The top lane is pressuring too much. They have to return. And Artstyle is out all by himself. Usably gets rid of the repel. You are not safe with repel on you. Simple force into diffusal, into death of Omni. Left behind, the afterthought of NaVi.
I don't think they can fight without their Omni.
Oh, Diddy Ra. He tried to battle against Miracle. He just TP'd up there, goes back down. They can replicate, recall him down, and that's exactly what they are, beating the crap out of Dendi. And Dendi will instantly buy it back. It's all or nothing now. If NaVi don't defend this push, OG will take the victory. They found another opening at Diddy Ra. Miracle having way too much fun on this Morphling.
Not even daytime yet.
No. Keeper heal. Oh, nice bash. Miracle, he's still got an Aegis the Immortal. It's also like you're concerned for the well-being of a Morphling.
Yeah, TK needs to BOT back home, get recalled in, but more likely than not, they need someone else to push out this mid lane.
He's getting recalled now. Waveforms.
Greaves, daytime in 10 seconds. So Keeper heal galore.
Biggest time as well for Notel to be dragged back once he gets rid of this mid wave. Miracle again.
There.
Yeah, Miracle waveforms up.
Dire's
2
middle
hits.
tower
There goes
has
your mid
fallen.
tier 3 tower. General blinked in looking for the roar, but he just couldn't get the initiation off. And NaVi, they have to be the one to control this fight. They're not dictating who they can go on. Morphling's the only one in any kind of position they can kill, and he's got Negus Immortal. You commit Roar and Necrobook to killing him off, you got nothing left for the main fight.
2 buybacks down, trouble
They found General. Miracle dropping low. Remember, again, still Aegis Immortal. General will die on the back lines. He's just lost on the hillside. Buyback will come out from him. Notel, a nice Nova, but Dira able to isolate that Venomancer. A kill is a kill if they can get it. Again, General well far out. He VT'd himself out, I think, and then just... Well, it wasn't even that. He blinked out after a TP roll. Trying to wrap around from behind and lost his life. So a 1-for-1 trade-off. Miracle almost looking like he wants to die, but once that wave hit from the Keeper of the Light, get a big heal. Swap out Snako, getting himself away to save it so he could survive. Had to wait out the mana leak.
Dire's bottom tower is
It's
under
just
attack.
trading damage at the moment. And Aegis will last for just over another minute.
3 buybacks down, and it'd be pretty good for them if Venomancer had buyback, but he had just bought a Mantis Style before that fight. Morphling going in yet again. Surprised they haven't moved heroes toward the mid lane, but we do see a replicate of the Keeper of Light headed toward that mid range.
Miracle, they got to keep that fast going. He waveforms in, as you said. That replicate is there, so he's got to get out of jail free card. Dandy completely out of mana, and Miracle did jump to the replicate. They'll jump out to him. R-style purification damage on Miracle is nice.
No sorceries avail.
Doesn't really have a follow-up to anything there.
30 seconds left on the Aegis. Let's see if they can make anything out of it. Venomancer rejoins the fight again. There is no downtime with recall and daytime.
Bissell, get a kill. Get a kill anywhere. They need to get a pick off to stop this OG lineup, or else this will just keep happening. You VT onto a controlled Mudgol, and Morphling waveforms in. He's going for the range drag. They can't stop him though. It's just a quick chip, then he gets called down to the bottom lane, and they just keep going again.
The ominous sound of the Aegis expiring. Morphling does have buyback and plenty of gold. Let's see if he picks up a Eagle song. Yes, he does.
Where's that jump? There it is. Over to Miracle Didira. We're using his Abyssal Blade. Needs to save that for a good time to find a kill.
Dire's bottom
Even with a
tower is
35-second
under
cooldown, OGO. They're giving opportunities here and there. Okay, well, that's one way to do it. Jump in, looks for Moon, Abyssal Blade. The Lotus Orb was able to reflect it, but Shadow Dance and Darktide allows Didira to escape back out. This one, he keeps the battle going onto No-Tail. The Ract, however, is being taken at the same time. The Didira, they battle up against No-Tail outside of the base. Arsal is about to drop. No-Tail still never dies. The support was just too strong. We can go back to the objective phase gaming. Crit to boulder away, but it's Sandy who's plastered up. Miracle to beat him down. Nowhere to go. You can Guardian Angel this. I don't think even Heaven can save NaVi from this moment, and that is death. Snako will drop. Dendi, he won't join him. He'll TP out in time, but it's GG anyway. The racks will be taken. OG will 2-0 NaVi down, and on this last day, the last day of this group stage, the fate of NaVi is no longer in their hands. They have to wait and see if they're able to have a tiebreaker situation.
They had that one glorious opportunity where they had killed Miracle with the bash, and just not able to capitalize on that, and they were just unable to deal